Boys, welcome back to COVID Cast number 2. Today we have 2 new guests. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Jules. I missed the first show, but I'm gonna be in all the shows from now on, so don't even stress.
I'm Michael. I'm not sure if I'll be on the rest, but I'm on tonight, so let's get it.
Mike's a fucking specialist on today's topic.
Welcome.
Tonight we got a special episode. Tonight we're gonna be discussing conspiracy theories, all different types. We all prepared our own one for today.
Alrighty. Does anyone want to start it off?
Yeah, boys. I was scrolling through the web. Hate to break it, but
we're not doing this one. We're not doing this
various,
Wait, can we start with everyone? Can we have to start with who? That's gonna
Oliver,
get
no,
people.
bro. This is so
You
toxic.
guys need to.
Alright, boys. Alright. My conspiracy theory has something to do with reincarnation. I've told some of the boys about this. So my conspiracy theory is that, like, some people say reincarnation is a thing where, like, you die but you get put into a new body, a new life. I was saying, like, if you get reincarnated, what if you get reincarnated into, like, a new time period or something? Like, say I'm alive right now, but when I die, what if I got reincarnated into, like, the 1600s or something and then lived a new life then?
You talking about
So,
like?
is this
like
a
your
conspiracy
birthmark?
that you made up?
Yeah, I actually thought of that on my own.
I
Well, it's
like.
probably been said by others, but I didn't, like, get it from somebody.
I don't personally think you could be reincarnated into the past, but maybe you could be reincarnated into the future, like a while into the future.
Yeah, I agree with it.
I would hope if
Yeah,
I were
I don't do
reincarnated,
the past.
I would come back and hopefully I'd have some knowledge and I'd invent the iPhone.
All
No,
I
you
want
wouldn't
is
have- you wouldn't have
to not
knowledge.
be a squirrel or some shit.
Yeah, I like
Also,
the
like,
idea.
another thing
I really
kind of-
like the idea of reincarnation because then, like, you basically live lives over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have
But,
no knowledge of it, so it's
Yeah,
like
my opinion on
you-
that,
you
I
don't-
think
you don't
if it
know.
were a thing, you would be reborn at the time that you died. So, like, once you
yeah. So it's like you
you
just carry
die.
on, but as a new
Yeah.
thing. It could be anything too, like any
And-
living.
Another thing is, like, it's not really reincarnation, but it's after you die, like, if heaven or hell is actually a thing.
Okay.
That's a
I've thought
really
about that.
different
It's like
concept.
everybody talks about that type of stuff, but I just never really thought of it as being real. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
You know, I'd hope to come back as a hawk. No, that's what I would come back as a hawk, and I'd be set.
Like as what? Again.
I feel like it'd be interesting to
Chipmunk.
be an animal. Not
Dragon next time I come back.
Nah, the only thing I don't
I
like
feel
about
like-
being an animal is, like, you could get hunted and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
such an
but-
idiot. Like
But
as a
that'd be
human,
part of life.
That's how the
like,
wild
it's
is.
like, you know.
we're so smart as humans, but like as an animal, I'd feel like an idiot just running around, like having nothing to do.
Like, what if animals, though, had
No,
their
2K
own
girl.
language or something?
Like, I have
Because
nothing to
barks
do.
actually are a language.
Let's hear it.
What do
Fish.
dogs thinking? Like what do they
No,
think?
I think about that all the time. What do animals thinking? Like, do they thinking like? Do dogs thinking barks?
I feel like they
Or,
think
like-
in English, but they're like
Can they-
babies where they
in
can't
English?
form a
No,
word.
no, they can't think in
Can't
English.
think in
though.
English.
They don't
Well, then how do they
Like,
understand
They
English?
understand.
because
They
don't.
over time, it's
They're
like
just trained to
No.
recognize their name.
Yeah.
So
they
when you
don't
tell
know,
a
like,
dog
they-
sit, it doesn't know what you're saying?
Yeah, they
Yeah, because-
recognize like a few
No,
words, and like they just
listen,
recognize
listen.
that.
I'm training
They
a puppy
recognize
right now,
when-
so
when
I know
that
about
you-
this. I know.
No,
about
listen,
this.
listen. They associate the sound of the word
with a
sit
treat.
to them sitting.
Yeah.
They
And
don't
with a
know
treat.
that the word sit means for them to sit. They don't, like, make the
They
connection.
associate that word with sitting down and getting a treat. So when they sit, they think they're gonna get a treat. It's not like,
True.
oh, I hear
But
sit, I'm a sit.
it's less of the actual English word and more of just the sound that they hear and the
Yeah.
association with that
But
sound.
I
Same
think
with,
about, like,
same
if
with
it's-
their name.
Yeah.
I think about if an animal's like, oh, I want to go run after that. How do they think that, or is it just completely off instinct?
I think it's instinctual.
So it's just like they're not like, oh, like now how we
No,
have that voice
they
in our
have to
head, like
think.
our conscience.
Yeah.
Like
They have to
yeah,
think.
like
They have to think.
don't they have to think? So do they
Yeah.
have a conscience? And if they do,
They have to think.
Well, I've heard a
What-
thing where it's
what is
like
it?
humans don't, like, naturally humans think in, like, images and, like, in, like, not in actual English, but in, like, thoughts. It's like,
I
I don't,
can
it's
see-
kind of
I can
weird.
see-
I know what
okay,
you
that
mean.
makes sense.
And then
but-
like it's just like we're so used to it that it, like automatically translates those images into
so
what.
so you're saying that animals thinking like images. So like they're like, oh, I see that squirrel. I could see me chasing it, or is that like
Kind of, something like that.
yeah? So like I'm gonna go chase it. All right.
Our expert, Michael, do you have any opinion on this stuff?
I was just gonna say they have to think about it. They can't just like not think about it and then do something. They have to like consciously.
yeah.
I mean, that's what I.
Yeah,
think.
because because when you think about it, like if it was an instinct that they like went after stuff, then they wouldn't be able to pick and choose what they go after if it was an instinct. But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
They would just
predator
go after
prey
anything.
stuff, like
If it was like,
Yeah, like animals
like
are dumb, but they're not that dumb.
Like animals have that fight or flight, so they have to be thinking.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Breaking
the
news,
next
boys.
one?
I just found something else. It's saying that the moon doesn't exist. People are saying it's a hologram.
All right, are you just looking at like the dumbest conspiracy theory?
Wait,
Exactly what I looked up.
Wait,
Alright,
Jude.
dude, we're gonna cut this part out right here.
This is a great.
Anything Ollie says, just cut out, please.
So what are the facts behind this belief?
Apparently, a few YouTubers are searching after it. That's what I'm.
Oh, so it has to be.
So what have they said about it? Like what's led them to think this? Absolutely nothing. Exactly. Let's move on.
I got one.
All right.
All right, hear me out. Any one of you, any of the viewers could be in a coma right now. So you know when
No.
a good one.
you know when you hear a voice, but you don't know who's calling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's your family calling out to you to wake up.
that happened
and
to me
me-
today. That happened to me.
And yes, and me telling you this and you listening to it could be a sign for you to wake up.
Dog.
Okay.
I've
But,
never-
but you're not waking up because your mind has
Yeah.
tricked you into
You know what's
thinking
happened
you're
to
living
me
in reality.
before?
So you're not gonna
I'm
wake up.
sleeping. I'm listening to like an audiobook. I'm half asleep and like the audiobook, like what's happening in it just goes into my dream. Like I'm dreaming, like everything that the audiobook is saying is just in my head. It's like talking to me.
The coma thing, or
It's kind of
Yeah.
sleeping coma.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Well, I've never thought about that coma thing though. That
Like-
that
Yeah,
sounds
like-
really logical.
like-
evidence on that kind of stuff, or no?
There's no evidence, but
I
just
mean,
like
yeah, I
think
guess
about
that
it.
wouldn't be good.
There's no
I
no
heard
way to.
something similar. It's like it's when we die. Apparently, we see like a 7-minute like
Yeah.
dream. Where
Yeah.
everything that
I've heard
happened
about that.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
mean,
a
that
movie.
that also goes with something about dreams. How dreams, like, they seem like so long in your head, but realistically, they're like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
in real
Yeah,
time.
that's actually so weird to think about. How
Is that
like
why you can't
And-
remember it that well?
Yeah,
I mean,
and you
yeah,
have, like,
that's why only sometimes you can remember it.
And
have,
it's like,
dreams
and
that-
also with that thing after you die, like it's like a recap of like your whole life in like a couple minutes.
That would be
I guess
crazy.
the goal
That's
is, boys, to have a sick movie when you go
Like
out.
what if we're going through that right now? What if we're going through that right now? What if you're like not
Oh,
feeling
true.
anything at all? What if you don't feel anything at all when you live, and then when you die, you just feel it all, like everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I just found something new.
Bro.
Oh, okay.
I have another one. I have
Jay-Z
another one.
is a time traveling vampire.
All right.
People are saying that he's a
See,
part of
Oliver,
the.
there's a difference
are
between
saying
gossip
this-
magazines
people are saying
and
he's a part of the
conspiracy theories.
Ollie, look how when other people say their conspiracy theories, we're like, oh shit, and then when people say yours, we're like, shut up.
There was
No,
a-
when other people say this, it's oh shit. When Ali said it's oh shit.
It's like I never thought about that way. And you're like, wow, I never did think that Jay-Z was a time
Oh,
traveling.
here's my evidence. Here's my evidence. Apparently, there was a photo taken of him in New York in 1939.
What about the
Oh,
vampire?
actually, I saw that.
What about the vampire?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So some Jay-Z
Much
look
about
some
that
Jay-Z
part.
lookalike in 1939 was in New York and and it had to be a picture of him.
Yeah,
Like,
It
what-
could
There's
also
like a
be
lot of
edited.
things like that where like
The more logical
Yeah.
explanation is that he's a time
You know how many
traveler.
times I used to see on Instagram like Michael Jackson's
Oliver,
still
where's
alive
this
and he's living
vampire
in
coming
Florida.
in? Like maybe
Yeah,
the
where-
time
yeah.
traveler shit, but where's
got
the
the
vampire?
Yo,
boys. Moon landing.
Moon landing.
Fake.
Oh,
Fake.
man.
Landing.
it's not real.
Well, it's fake 'cause the moon's a fucking hologram.
Like if you just think about it, I don't think it's possible in like 1969 or 70 or whatever to like it just doesn't. It seems very unlikely to me, and
I'll
that's
look at
besides
the
like
year.
all like the picture evidence and stuff that like doesn't add up.
Well,
Mike,
talk about that.
Mike,
Talk to
do you
me about-
think that we'd be able to reach it like that? Like other moon landings have been fake, like more recent ones.
there hasn't really been.
I think.
Well,
so.
there's been multiple, but like,
It was 1969 was the first moon landing.
Do you think
do
they
you think other ones are fake?
like say it was, or do you think they paid the dude to go up there?
Okay, but
He didn't
think
go
about what is the
anywhere.
point of faking it?
It was in like a set.
Because we were in a
Oh, it
Cold
was
War
to
with
beat
Russia.
Yeah, it was to beat
We
Russia,
were-
right.
Yeah, not Cold War, but like we were in the space race.
Okay, so that's the
Fed-
reasoning for faking it.
in my opinion.
So does that make the ones?
It just gives us
Good.
superior. Michael, do you think that the Russian accomplishments in space were they fake also?
I mean, I haven't like looked. I haven't seen any of that, so I don't know. I'd say yeah, because I think now it still seems unlikely that we can get to the moon.
But yeah, they probably had a hologram too. So
We can't contain a freaking virus. I don't know how we can get to the moon.
Was it true that the scientists found that parallel universe where time works backwards? Is that like?
That's
I've seen that
definitely not
everywhere.
real, bro.
I don't think it's real. It's like
Fucking
some
time
things
works
on Instagram. It's like, why is no one talking about this? But
it sounds
Yeah,
like
wait,
some Ant-Man.
Albert Einstein's been mad quiet since.
wait, so
this-
how would time work backwards? Like, would we just be walking backwards?
you're-
Like,
The first thing you experience is you dying, and then you just get younger.
Oh, but
Yo.
I experienced being
oh,
born.
so you
Hold
get
up.
younger.
Boys, I
You
just
get
thought of a new
born out of life.
conspiracy theory type of thing.
You think
All right.
of it?
Have you ever thought of it where like you're at a place, right, and something crazy happens, and then you go home and you're like, what would it like? Would this have happened if I was not there? Like if I wasn't there, would this certain thing?
That's like, what's that? Destiny?
Space time continuum. Wait, like the space time continuum thing.
About like the butterfly, where like
Yeah.
walking
If
down
you-
the
if you
trail or
didn't do
whatever,
this
and
at this
steps
moment,
on a
would that this-
butterfly, and like the whole world could be different if the person step on like.
If you didn't bust that one nut, like life could be so different.
Ah,
All right,
I think
someone
about
else
it, like,
just called in.
If I didn't turn the game on, like let's say like football's on, like would the outcome be different? Like if I didn't.
Right.
I thought about
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
No, I think about that with my parents and how they treated me. Like, what if what if they gave me a football instead of a baseball bat? Like, would I be playing football now?
And like,
What
what if
you were gonna say like if they just never had me?
Yeah.
No. Like, I just think about that.
All right, boys, I got one.
All right.
Okay.
This one's a doozy. All right, so this one,
Spit it out, baby boy.
it's there's some evidence here. It's saying that Stevie Wonder is not blind.
Oh, I've seen something about
Okay,
that. One time
let's
he
hear
walks
that.
into
Let's
an
hear it. Let's
Shaq
hear it.
walks into an elevator. Stevie Wonder walks into the elevator, says, "What's up, Shaq?" and then perfectly presses the button first time.
Door open. This TV Wonder. He comes in, says, "What's up, Shaq?" Presses the button. Hold on, true story. Presses the button, gets off on the floor, bathtub, goes to his room. I went and called every person I knew and told him they believe me. No, bro, he got on the elevator. He's like, "What's up, Shaq? How you doing, big dog?" Yes, he did. Yep. Wilshire Boulevard. Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
That's the story. He's sticking with
Yeah.
So okay, the evidence here that I
Yo,
found.
also, he was like good as hell at everything with instruments. How could he have just been blind and still?
That's
All right,
different.
Jude, say your
No,
evidence,
listen
but
to people
I do have a rebuttal.
Blind people can play like piano, and that's
Yeah.
like awesome memory. But
There was
my
that one
evidence-
composer that could like hear it through the floor.
yeah, my evidence
okay.
here.
On America's Got
There
All
Talent.
right, let Jude go.
There are pictures of Stevie Wonder. They were all singing "Hey Jude," coincidentally, and it was a bunch of famous people. And Paul McCartney knocked over a mic stand, and right away, Stevie Wonder puts his arm out and catches it. And there's a video of it.
I mean, whenever blind people do have heightened senses and everything else, but
they have
like,
better senses and
yeah.
everything else.
That could
Okay,
be
okay,
that could be
Here's
complete
another
luck.
one. There's a picture of him taking a picture of Michael.
It's not like
Anybody-
they're completely blind.
Michael
They can still like.
Jackson.
He could use
Yeah,
sound.
he wasn't
They
like
could be calling out, and he could just be looking at the
No,
sound.
it was a wax figure of Michael Jackson. It was not moving or like.
Okay, someone could have like put some.
I mean, if he did, he's a genius.
I mean, but and it's saying like when he was younger, the reason he did go blind is because
He was like
Um,
exposed to something in the hospital.
highly oxygenated environments of newborn incubators could cause eye damage, and they're saying that might have just not happened. And
And they just assume so. So
Yeah.
why would he fake being
I
blind?
feel like he's just partially blind. I don't think.
Yeah.
They were
Like
saying
Okay, that makes
what
sense.
idiot would what idiot would just go around wearing sunglasses pretending to be blind for like 70
Yeah.
years?
What's
whatever.
the point of faking the disability? They're just
I mean,
I guess it was
that's
I
for
guess it
all-
was a
I
part
mean,
of his like.
You could
That's
fake
all-
a disability just to get better treatment.
Okay, but when I could see when he was famous as like that's like why he was famous, like for being a blind musician.
Yeah.
But why fake being blind your whole life? Did was he like, oh, I'm
Well,
gonna
doesn't
be
it
a
sound
blind
way
musician?
cooler that this dude was like a music legend while being blind? Like if he was just a regular dude, he
He
needed.
didn't
an
always know he
edge.
was going to be a music legend.
Exactly. When he was a kid, he had fake being blind. If he was faking, what is the point of that? That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with that, but they were saying like he was like a big prankster as a kid, and like he pulled all these pranks that
Prank you, I'm blind.
A 17-year-long prank living with his parents.
Prank, yeah, I see. Yeah, I can
Putting
see.
them through all of that.
Maybe sometime soon, Jude.
That's
after
not being a prankster. That's called being an asshole.
right. Maybe
I'm
maybe
saying,
sometime
like,
soon
he was
he's gonna
pulling
say
pranks as a kid like
"You
that
called me prank."
that you would normally need to see to pull off.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but it's just
Sources, just trust me, bro.
oh.
Trust you are out of sources. You said Jay-Z was a time traveling vampire.
All right, well, I got a new one, boys. Apparently the dinosaurs helped build the pyramids.
Oh my god.
Didn't we just
Don't
talk
laugh,
about how
though.
the animals
Don't.
have-
Oliver, where are you finding these? Where are you
I'm
finding
gonna get
these?
myself muted. I'm finding these on.
Good idea.
Do it.
How about you put yourself on Leaf Beating?
Like I think I looked up like worst conspiracy theories. First, I checked Wikipedia, and then I came across this weird.
All right, I have like it's not technically a conspiracy theory, but it's like something trippy kind of, like deja vu.
Bro, I've always wondered
Like
about deja vu.
that trips me out. Like, how could I see something in the future, or like, how could I do something for the first time and not feel like the first time?
Yo,
It'd be
you
like,
ever
maybe
get
like
deja
doing
vu
this
and then try to
exact
force
thing.
it?
Well,
I've
cause
never
like
tried to force
sometimes
deja vu.
No,
You just
like
have,
you
like-
get deja vu and then you try to force what happened. Like
What do
what
you-
happened in your deja vu.
No, because
No, but I don't know it's deja vu until it actually
deja vu,
happens.
you don't remember when it happened. You just feel like it happened.
I always thought deja vu happened in my dreams. Like I like dream about it and then.
No, I remember like my mom
Possibly
handed me a
could,
cup,
'cause-
and then the same thing happened, like the exact same thing happened like 3 minutes later, and like the whole rest of the time I was like so tripped out.
I thought for deja vu to happen, like it had to have happened before, right? That's how.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
No,
No.
it's like when something happens and you're like, I knew that was gonna happen.
No, it's like when something happens, or when like something happens and you're like, I feel like I've been in this exact
Right.
situation.
That's what it is. That's
But it didn't like actually happen though before.
All right, I looked it up. The Wikipedia definition: deja vu is the feeling that one has lived through the present situation before.
Yeah.
Deja vu translates to already seen.
Already.
All right, boys. Anyone else have any others?
Biggs, you got any?
You know, like Mandela effects.
I love the Mandela effect.
Wait, hold up. Can you?
Like, could you give us a rundown on the Mandela effect?
Explain for the viewers. Explain for the viewers.
Yeah, explain for the ones that don't know.
All right, so it's like, I don't know the full definition, but you like think something is one way, like for so long, and then like, but you learn it's like a different way, like later.
Like a memory. You share
Oh
with
yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
And that you,
A
like
few
when you share a
examples
memory with somebody,
called
that
the
you
Mandela effect
remember
because
completely different
I think
ways.
it's
There's a lot of Mandela effect that happens with brands and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Can I
Like,
get an
alright, so-
example for the viewers?
Oh, yo, listen.
The most popular ones are that the Monopoly man has a monocle.
It's usually
Okay.
it's usually like visual ones. Visual ones are the hard ones because like you see it face to face and you're just like, yo, which one's right?
All right, I have some examples right here. Wait, that's no.
And then another, well, it's called the Mandela effect because I think everyone thought Nelson Mandela died in prison. In like
Yeah.
the 19,
Like he was there for like 25 years. Then
and
he
then he
came out.
died in like 2015 or 14 or recently.
Didn't he die?
2013,
He died in 2016, I thought.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
probably.
Mandela effect, right there, working its magic.
Jules, what is it?
Well, it's commonly assumed that Pikachu has a a black tip at the end of his tail, but
It's like red.
it's like no, it's nothing.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
Nothing.
good one.
So yeah, that's one.
No, he definitely has a black tip at the end. You're counting.
All right,
I don't know
boys,
the story.
we have another segment today. We're just gonna be talking about life in quarantine. Just what it's like, what our experiences have been. Okay, anyone want to start it off?
Jude and I shot something for our science project right the other day, it's an ecology project, and the whole thing was like we were gonna have a clip of us running up a mountain because we were on a hunt for a bear, and then I thought it'd be funny. I was like, oh, while Jude's running up the hill, I'm gonna throw a rock at him. That's a great idea. I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna hurt Jude. I'm gonna hit him right in the shin with the rock. All right. I throw the rock. The rock misses Jude. It scrapes my finger, and now I have a huge cut on my finger.
Farmer's a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, now could you answer the question? How was life in quarantine?
Well, okay. Well, that shows that I think a good point with that is that
Okay.
Is that Ollie has lost his pitching skills and will no longer make the MLB?
Wrong hand.
But it shows that like it is possible for us to be able to go out and do stuff.
Yeah,
It's not terrible.
Because I know Pete and Ollie, you guys played baseball today, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
And me and Gabe have played a bunch of soccer.
Yeah.
I think it's really just you have to have limits with it. Like I've been hanging out with like 1-2 people most of the time, and like we keep our 6 feet. You just gotta have limits with it and stuff. Just not,
And if,
you can't like forget that this is still a thing because people will get mad at you if you're with too many people and not social distancing and stuff. You just gotta be really aware all the time.
Yeah.
But also, it's definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. Like I thought I would struggle with not being able to see the boys that much, but I've been able to see the boys as.
Hey,
it definitely.
Look
Yeah.
at Run done. We're doing this now. We're doing the podcast.
Like,
Yeah, man.
Like
Led to this.
It's important to keep your limits, but it's also important to like hang out a little bit because you can't just go all by yourself.
Yeah, bro, you gotta be sane.
Even if it's not hanging out in person, just like calling, talking to people is good.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Fish? What have you been doing to stay busy?
A lot of golf. There's
A lot of
social
golf.
distancing built into.
Obviously, quarantine's been good for your looks.
Ooh, hello.
I want to add a quick disclaimer that all these meetups that we're referring to have been like very socially distanced.
Yeah, we stay 6
Few people, nothing. Yeah, nothing.
We keep it 6 feet.
When's the next time we'll be able to just dap up anyone we see? Like, when do you think that would be?
Oh my god, I can't wait. I haven't dapped up somebody so long.
Maybe summer.
My mom was talking about how like it's just gonna be like regular now to wear masks like even after this probably.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you guys know how we get like a flu shot every year? We're gonna get like once the vaccine comes out, we're gonna get like a corona shot every year.
Yeah,
but what if this like comes back around, man?
That's
they better come out with a nose spray for that because I hate shots, bro. Give me a nose spray.
Yeah.
I like the nose sprays.
No, that's what I'm stressed about. Like it's gonna end and everybody's gonna go out and it's just gonna respike.
Yeah, they already announced that like for school next year we're gonna have to come back with masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
school's talking about like 3 days on, 2 days off.
And also like the main dude he was about to make a big discovery, got killed over a dispute about some woman. I think
that's a conspiracy theory right there.
This is a conspiracy.
No. It's like a fact.
No.
Conspiracy theory podcast.
Conspiracy theory about what China's doing to cover up right now.
Basically, this guy found out like something about the coronavirus vaccine, and the next day, like some government officer might have like killed him.
So you're saying the dispute?
You mean the dude in Pittsburgh?
Was false. And he was assassinated.
I don't know
because there was the guy that I was talking about was in Pittsburgh, and then it came out that I think some lady was cheating on her husband or her boyfriend with him, and then the dude ended up shooting him. And I was like, bro,
who is that dude, bro?
Like, if you knew who it was, then I feel like he wouldn't have done that.
Basically, the conspiracy theorists are claiming that the U.S. government wants the coronavirus and wants to use it as a human population like.
Bro, the thing that's got to happen is someone's got to get hella close to Trump, but like have that shit, and then just like dap him up, give him hugs all the time, smooch.
You know what happened?
Hey.
There's probably a cure, and Trump probably has it. Like there's like
Yeah, Trump's just using it all on himself.
Well, he
Nah,
probably.
I feel like
gets
that
tested
information
every
would have
day.
gotten out if there was any like hope for a cure. Like,
Trump is taking this like chemical
Yeah,
that
didn't he say he was taking that? Yeah.
allegedly gives him like
oh
immunity.
yeah, and they said it's like gonna kill him if he keeps taking it because
Exactly.
it's kind of like to help the coronavirus because
I'm not gonna be the one to tell him anything if it's gonna kill him.
yeah. Bro,
If
and he
you
said
can
he
get close to the president during a pandemic, bro, that's
Also, he said he's not gonna wear a mask. I saw
know.
some interview with him, and he said, "I don't know if I want to." It's like it's not a fashion statement, big man. It's to keep you from getting a disease.
What would people gain from wearing a mask, and why are you opposed to wearing one yourself?
Well, I just don't want to wear one myself. It's a recommendation. They recommend it. I'm feeling good. I just don't want to be doing, I don't know, somehow sitting in the Oval Office behind that beautiful Resolute desk. The great Resolute desk. I think wearing a face mask as I greet presidents, prime ministers, dictators, kings, queens, I don't know, somehow I don't see it for myself. I just don't.
well,
Hey,
Pete.
I'm not mad at him.
Michael, I know you have a
Fuck
strong
Mexico.
opinion on the Bush 9/11.
oh yeah. It was an inside job.
Okay, so explain to
Okay,
us.
let's hear your proof.
I'm not 100%, but they needed a reason. They needed a reason to go into like Iraq or Iran or whatever, and to get like the oil, and if the main goal was to kill as many people, they should have done it at like 1 or 2 o'clock, but they did it at like 9 a.m. and like most people weren't even in work yet.
Yeah, that's true.
They could have killed
Okay,
so
but
many.
he was like given information about it beforehand, also, right? And like just decide not to do anything.
Decided not to do anything. Yeah.
Well, didn't they try to do it? Didn't they have a failed attempt?
Yeah. They tried to do it.
They had
but
a
it didn't
failed
work.
attempt
Yeah,
in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah,
was-
I heard about that.
I think it was set to go to the White House.
The plane, yeah, it was set to go to the White House.
It crash landed in Pennsylvania.
Yes, you
There's a
would.
bunch of scientists who say like the way the building fell, it's impossible without like explosives being in the building, because
Man literally knows
Yeah.
everything.
It's made out of steel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely some like flammable and like explosive stuff in the building, just like
Another cut.
Got a hard job this week, Jude. Eh?
Bro, we should bring
Yeah.
Fish back on. This was a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fish,
thank
you're on the
you.
show,
Thank
big
you.
man.
that
Congrats.
All
We're
right.
gonna get some of
If
this
you'd like to be on the show, DM us on Instagram. We'll consider
Comment
it.
ideas for future shows.
Yeah, man. If you really want to come on, you have good ideas, hit up the Instagram and we will throw you on this bad boy
Comment
one
below
day.
ideas.
Yeah. Drop some in the comments. I like the positive support from last episode, but I
Like
also
to
want to see
speak?
some ideas.
Come on. Yeah, if you like to speak, come on. We'll
Yeah,
take you
man.
with open arms.
It's like church, man. You can come on and just talk.
Exactly. It's like you're a wolf, we're the wolf pack. We'll take you in.
We'll take you in as our young.
That's right.
our cub.
Hey, we gotta be
Our
not the wolf-
little
not
We're
the
the
wolf in
kangaroo.
pack.
You jump in the pouch.
That's
Nah,
exactly.
not the-
I like that one,
no,
Pete. I like that.
Nah,
one.
they're the sick, and they gotta join us and get healed from Rona.
All right.
Kill the cast.
All right,
But
boys. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode number 2. Drop some ideas down below, as we said. Thank you.